Hi, welcome to yoga. So we're going to start today lying down. So come onto the mat and just lie down onto the back. And allow yourself to just settle in here for a few moments, just finding some stillness. So allow your legs to be mat width distance apart. Allow the arms to come down by the side body, but allow the palms to be face up and then just a little bit away from the side body. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. And bring the awareness to the breath. Bring the awareness to the body. And just feel how connected you are to your mat, to the earth. Allow your body to feel heavy, yet soft and relaxed. So continuing to breathe in through the nose. Noticing that on your inhale, the belly rises. And on your exhale, the belly falls. Now begin to move the neck just from side to side. One way and then the other, just getting a few small stretches in the neck. Just taking it at your own pace. And then bringing the head back to neutral. Inhale the arms up over the head on the ground, and then draw the feet together. And then stretch. So take a nice deep inhale and stretch the body. So stretching the fingertips and the toes in opposite direction. And then in your exhale, just release. Allow the arms, the legs to relax. And now again, take a nice deep inhale. And as you inhale, stretch the body, opposite sides of the room. And then on your exhale, draw the arms down and bring the knees in toward your chest. So if you lifted the back of the head off the mat, just draw the back of the head back down onto the mat and just rock side to side. Just giving the lower back here a bit of a massage. And now release the left leg. Interlace your fingers around the right knee, just below the knee, and flex your toes. So draw the shoulders down. Chin is slightly tucked. Take a nice deep inhale. And on your exhale, draw the knee in. So drawing the knee in toward the chest. So continue breathing. Each exhale, you're drawing the knee in. And depending on your flexibility, you may be beginning to draw it in toward your armpit. So if that's the case, you have the knee just on the outside of the ribs. So wherever you are, continue breathing. Each exhale, drawing the knee in a little bit closer. And now release the finger grip and then allow the leg to float down. So take that on the other side, bend the left knee. Interlace the fingers just below the knee. Flex your toes. Slightly tuck your chin again. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee in. again, inhale. Exhale, draw that knee in, shoulders grounded. Release the leg. You can float the leg up and then draw it down. And this time, we're going to bend both knees and give yourself a big hug. So grab opposite elbows, wrists, or hands here, and then draw the back of the head back down onto your mat. And then on each inhale, create a little bit of space. And then on your exhale, you draw the knees in. So as you're drawing the knees in, press the tailbone down. Again, keeping the shoulders grounded, feet are flexed. Each exhale, give yourself a little bit more of a hug, a little bit bigger hug. So from here, we're going to release the arms out to the side, so shoulder height, and we're going to come into a gentle twist here. So you can keep the feet up or the feet on to your mat, and then allow the knees to fall over to the right. So keeping the shoulders grounded, so that left shoulder may want to come up. See if you can try to ground that back down. If it's comfortable, you can look over toward the left. And breathe. Bringing your head back to neutral, we're going to bring the knees through the center and then over to the left side. And then your eye gaze, if that's comfortable, can come to the right. Shoulders are grounded. Breathe. Bring the head back to neutral, knees back to center. So you can give yourself another hug here. You can rock from side to side. And then from here, we're going to begin to rock back and forth and come up to sitting. But before we do that, just trying to get in a few rocks. So if you need to, you can bring the hands to the back of the thighs and see if you can rock that way. You may need to use your hands, and that's okay too. And see if you can do a few rocks here. It's great for core strengthening. And when you do rock up, see if you can keep the feet up off the ground. So just doing a couple more rocks here. Hopefully this feels nice on your spine. We're going to roll all the way up and then bring the soles of the feet together. So soles of the feet together and the knees go out. You can bring the hands to the feet and just open the feet up like you'd be opening a book. So that's going to help release the hips here. Take a nice deep inhale. Lift your heart. And then exhale. You can come forward a bit and just kind of play with the movement here. If you want to bring the hands onto your thighs or to the knees and help get more of a stretch, you can keep them on the toes. You'd like to bring them out in front. So whatever feels good for you, probably feeling it here in the inner thighs. So breathing. Beautiful. So from here, we're going to draw those knees back together and we're going to meet in tabletop. So come on to all fours. Fingers spread nice and wide. Take the knees underneath the hips there. Then I go through our cat-cow. So inhale, lift your heart, allow the belly to drop, draw the shoulders back. And then exhale, rounding it like a cat. So moving at your own pace here, breath and movement. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back. And then exhale on the round, or round on your exhale. When you're rounding, drawing that navel up, pressing down through the palms. So again, if it feels good to stay in your cow pose longer, you can, or in the cat. So do 2 more movements here. Then we'll meet back in tabletop. So back at a neutral tabletop pose, we're going to come onto our forearms and we're going to take it into a plank pose. So interlace the hands, extend the legs behind you, toes are tucked, and lower the hips down. So you see the hips way up, so you can lower them down. You're in a plank pose. If it's too much on the lower back, go ahead and lower the knees. You're still going to keep the core engaged, so you'll still be getting a workout there, receiving benefits. So breathe. So strong legs here, strong core at any point. Drop the knees if you need to. And we'll hold for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. Breathing for 2. Strong legs, strong core, and 1. So lower the knees if they're not already. Come all the way down onto the belly. Separate the legs, mat width distance apart, untuck those toes, and bring the forearms out in front of you. So we're on the forearms, spread the fingers nice and wide, coming into our Sphinx pose here. So this is a beautiful stretch for the lower back. So we're going to press down into the forearms, press down into those hips, into those thighs. Strong legs, lift your heart, and see if you can feel the lower back lifting the chest up. Breathe. And then release. We're going to come all the way down. Draw the feet and legs together. Draw the fingertips together and underneath the shoulders. Tuck those elbows in toward the body. Bring the forehead onto the mat. We're going to come into Cobra Pose. So inhale, exhale, and then inhale and begin to lift the heart. So elbows stay tucked in. Press down through the tops of the toes. Nice wide collarbones here. Breathe. 10, 9, 8. Not too much weight into the hands, letting the lower back do the work for 5. Breathing 4. Strong legs. 3. Lift the chest. 2 and 1. Release all the way down. Bring the left ear to the mat. Release the arms down by the sides and allow your heels to just fall away from one another. And breathe. We're going to do one more of those cobras. So draw those feet back together, legs together, strong legs. Bring the fingertips together underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in, forehead to the mat. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale and lift. Lifting the chest up. Press down through the tops of the toes. Relax the shoulders down. 10, 9, 8. Maybe lift the hands. 7, 6. Breathing for 5, 4, 3. Lift the chest. 2, 1. Release. Right ear to the mat. Relax the arms down by your sides. Release the heels. Breathe. We're going to come into our airplane pose. So draw those arms out to the side. So airplane arms. Draw the feet back together, heels back together. So really strong legs here, strong core. Chin on the mat. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale. Lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the feet. Maybe the legs can lift. Holding for 10, Breathing for 9, 8, lift the heart, 7, 6, lift those legs, 5, 4, relax the face, 3, breathe for 2, 1, lift, release. Left ear to the mat, relax the arms, relax the feet, breathe. One more airplane pose, arms out to the side. Draw the legs together, strong legs, chin to the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the arms, the chest, the feet. Maybe those legs, breathing, 10, 9, 8, 7, lift the chest, 6, 5, 4, lift the legs, 3, breathe, 2, lift it, 1, release. Right ear on the mat, relax the arms, relax the feet. Breathing, relax. So let's bring the hands down on the ground just to help us sit back into a child pose. So lift those hips up and back and then down onto the heels. You can open the knees nice and wide. So sitting all the way back. Reach the hands forward, forehead to the mat or forehead on a pillow. Breathe. Nice deep breathing here. And then begin to lift the heart, draw the hands back, and let's come up all the way onto the knees. We'll do another back strengthener here. So we are on the knees. You can tuck the toes, that helps steady you. We're going to bring the hands, fingertips down just on the lower back there, just on the hips. And now what you want to do is press those thighs forward as we kind of lean back. So first, inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale, begin to press those thighs forward. So really pressing the thighs forward as you bend back. Breathing here. Beautiful. Then come up. Sit back onto the heels. Stretch the arms forward. Forehead to the mat. And now coming all the way back up onto the knees. We're going to do one more of those. So hands back onto the lower back. Press, begin to start pressing those thighs forward. So inhale, lift the heart, press the thighs forward. And as you exhale, begin to lean back. So continue breathing here. Some of you may be able to reach down to the heels. Most certainly don't need to. That's pretty advanced, but if you have that in your practice, and then from there, we're going to just sit back onto the heels this time and come into a rabbit pose. So when you're in rabbit pose, you're not looking from side to side, so just be aware of that. You want to stay the eye gaze on the belly. So you're going to take the your palms and place them in the soles of the feet. And you're kind of holding onto your feet. You're going to come forward. You're trying to round your back this time. The last time we were doing a big back bend. Now we're rounding. So bringing the forehead toward the mat as we round down, trying to kind of come into a little ball, and then begin to lift your hips up. So at this point, you don't want to be turning the neck. So if you can, just kind of listen to my voice to help guide you, or you can watch me first. But you're simply going to bring the forehead to the mat and lift the hips up, keeping your eye gaze on your belly. So you can use your hands to kind of draw the feet toward you to help you come into a smaller ball. So breathe, lifting those hips up. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. So draw the feet towards you. Breathe. So release. Draw the hips back down toward the heels. And then slowly come all the way up. The head comes up last. You're going to sit to the side and bring the feet out in front of you. We're going to come into a twist here. So bend your right knee. And if it's available, you can take the right knee over the left thigh, or it can stay on the inside. So my right knee is crossed over, and then we're going to turn our body towards it. So you're going to take your left hand around the leg and draw it into you. Take your right arm behind you. The right arm is there for support. Keep you sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, lift, lengthen, and then exhale, begin to twist. Again, inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist. So continue to breathe. Eye gaze toward the back of the room. And now release. Take both hands over to the left side. Bend your elbows and just do a small push-up. A nice release in the back for a deep twist. So uncross the legs, other side. So bend the left knee. And now take the left foot over the thigh, if that's in your practice. And now my right hand is drawing that left knee in towards me. That left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen, sit up nice and tall. So lengthening through the spine. Lengthen out of the crown of the head. And on your exhale, you twist. So you can do that a few times. You inhale, lengthen up. And then exhale, twisting. So doing your twist in small increments. Being mindful that you're not doing any fast, sudden movements. Final eye gaze toward the back of the room if that's available, or you may just be toward the side of the room, and that is perfect too. Breathing. Release the twist, so coming back forward. Bring both hands now to the right side. Bend the elbows. Baby push up. Press yourself back up. And cross the legs. So we're going to come back down on to lying on your back. And just nice and slow, rolling down. Push the legs out. And now from here, let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock from side to side. Slightly tuck your chin. And get the back of the neck onto the mat. Beautiful. So bring the soles of the feet onto the ground. Forearms onto the ground. See, the fingers can touch the back of the heels there. And kind of drawing the feet in toward the glutes. And we are going to do a little bridge pose here. So I want you to begin to tuck the tailbone. You'll notice that the lower back flattens onto the ground. And then slowly begin to lift the hips up. So pressing down through the soles of the feet, press down through your forearms and lift the hips up. Breathe. You're slowly just lifting the body, lifting the hips. Think about pressing those thighs up. So lift the thighs up. Breathe. Press down through the soles of the feet. Press the chest up, or lift the chest up, and then release. Nice and slow, all the way back down. We're going to do one more of those. So nice and slow all the way down. You can rock the pelvis forward, and now tuck the pelvis back under, and then slowly peeling yourself off the ground again. Pressing down through the soles of the feet. We'll lift those hips up. Breathe. If you'd like, you can interlace the fingers below you, kind of create a little bit more of an arch, or just leave the forearms on the ground. Lift the chest up, breathe. And then slowly release. Bringing the knees back into the chest. Give yourself another hug. We're going to come into our final twist here. Allow the arms to come out to the sides. Then the feet can be lifted or on the ground, and allow those knees to fall over to the right. Taking the eye gaze to the left if it's comfortable. You can bring the right arm or hand on top of that left thigh if it helps to stretch it out a little more. Breathing. Shoulders are grounded here. Close the eyes and just enjoy the twist. Head to neutral. Knees back up to center. Taking them over to the other side. Ground those shoulders again. Left hand outside of the right thigh, if you like, if that feels good. If not, just keep the arms stretched out. Eye gaze to the right if it's comfortable. Breathe. Head back to neutral, knees back up to the center. Draw the soles of the feet onto the mat. So then bring the feet together, and we're going to allow the knees to open. Bring your hands onto the belly. Slightly tuck the chin again. Inhale, breathing in through the nose. Draw the breath down deep into the belly. Notice that the belly rises on your inhalation. Exhale, the belly falls. So you're welcome to stay here and finish your practice in this pose for a few minutes, or come into your Shavasana where the legs are stretched out, mat width distance apart. Bring the arms away from the side bodies, palms face up. However you wish to finish your practice, just give yourself a few more moments to enjoy the stillness, the peace, the relaxation. And thank you for meeting me on the mat. And have a beautiful week ahead. Until we meet again. Namaste.